Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Nature of Love, and this is a new French romance film. This is a French-Canadian film specifically, from writer-director Monia Chokri, who also stars in the film in a supporting role. But this film focuses on Sophia, played by Magali Le Pen Blondeau, who is a woman who's been in a 10-year marriage. That's kind of boring. It's kind of going through the motions, going to these fancy parties, living this upper-class lifestyle. And her husband, Xavier, played by Francis William Reume, and, that spark's not there anymore. But then she meets Sylvain, played by Pierre Vescardinal, and they hit it off. They have a fiery, passionate affair. And this film navigates this woman exploring, what she really wants out of life, what she wants out of a relationship, the complexities, and balancing all of these different things from, is this marriage really checking the boxes of what makes her happy anymore? Is she just going through the motions? Or how important is that physicality of the relationship, that fiery, impassionate sex and lovemaking? And this film tries to find that balance in this tumultuous time in Sophia's life. This is well directed. It is well acted. It is sharply shot. It's rich in the way that it looks. It does a great job of specifically how the camera engages with a scene. And to use as an example is parallel sex scenes. You have in these moments when you have Sophia and Sylvain making love for the first time, and there's a tasteful amount of nudity, but then slowly that camera starts focusing in on Sophia's face. And then it's all the acting of Blondeau and her expression of her pleasure. You don't need to see the actual sex. You just need to see how she's reacting to it. And how much ecstasy and enjoyment and just sexual satisfaction that she's getting out of this experience. And then you see a similar thing with Xavier and how it never reaches that point. And there's so much in the performance that Blondeau gives in these scenes that tells us so much about where the physicality of these relationships are at. And this isn't just dealing with the types of relationships, the physical versus the intellectual. It's also classism, because Sophia and Xavier come from these upper class families and intellectuals, and Sylvain comes from manual laborers and much more blue collar type folk, and that culture clash. And can Sophia be truly happy with Sylvain, who's so fiery and passionate? And there's moments of anger and conflict between them in ways that she did not have with Xavier. It was more of like a silent just blah about any time that they were not really on the same page. And those different kinds of elements of relationships, and somebody like Sophia exploring what she really wants out of a relationship and what's enough in a relationship. And the journey that she goes on is so poignant and emotional and so effective. And this film leads up to a very impactful final sequence where so much is said through just looks from our actors, from how the camera is specifically set up and what it captures in the lens. This film is so detailed, it is so rich, it is so moving and impactful. It just has so many great things going for it. These performances are incredible, from Blondeau to Cardinal to Rameau, and how each of them really sell these characters. It really is Blondeau who brings this feeling of sexuality. She is alluring and exploring her sexuality and wearing it on her sleeves or, the lingerie on herself for the first time, it feels like, in forever or maybe ever. And feeling that liberation. And this film is so well written. The characters are so interesting and engaging. And it has layers upon layers of themes. This is an amazing film that just nails it and really captures something special in this complex, engaging, and enriched romance. But those are my thoughts on the nature of love. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.